Okay, we're putting y'all on television. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, what are we saying?
Yeah. Y'all want to do a cheer or anything? Yeah, get over here. Yeah. Okay, you're on.
Hi!
Thank you.
Here on the campus of Lebanon Middle School in beautiful downtown Lebanon, Virginia. Tonight's matchup will be between
something else that help us sometimes is if you pull one of the earphones back.
Oh, okay.
Play, you can hear Dave over there tell who made the tackle and so.
Right.
Try to do that sometimes and can't find it myself.
Thank you. It's like Will Wampler down there.
Is it?
And Oakland.
Yeah.
They must be traveling with the governor. The guy in the blue shirt behind the photographer is state police security. Paul's down there. He must be going to get the governor to sign that ball.
Who? Paul Jr.
Paul here.
at linebacker. Number 21, Nathan Lashley. At linebacker, number 52, Taylor. On corner, number 6, Slade Castle. On the other side, number 10, Forrest McConnell. And at safety, number 2, Luke Kress. And at safety, number 9.
All right, we're back here at Lebanon Middle School for pregame comments. We're still waiting on the governor to converge out there with the referees and the captains of each team. Governor Young supposed to do the coin flip. While we're doing that, let's take a look at some of the games around the area tonight. Some that you may be interested in. Honaker is at Hurley. That should be a good contest. Chilhowie is at Rural Retreat. Gate City at Lehigh. Tazewell is at Bluefield Beaver. Twin Springs at Eastside. Should be a good game. Holston at Northwood. George Wythe at Galax. I think Galax has got a pretty good club this year. Marion and Richlands. Marion is at Richlands. Phelps, Kentucky is at Thomas Walker. Grundy is at J.I. Burton. Wise County Central is at Union in one of the key matchups.
That ought to be a good one.
Key matchups of the evening. And then John Battle is at Ridgeview. We'll try to, maybe at halftime, if we can get some scores, we'll try to run through some scores if we possibly can.
Number 88, Nick Belcher.
Looking at the starting lineups. First of all, for Lebanon's offense, we'll do Lebanon's offense and then Castlewood defense. Number 88, Nick Belcher at end for Lebanon. The tackles are Hunter Sykes and Nathan Phillips. The center is Andrew Calhoun. The guards are Isaac Olvera and Ty Tatum. Ty Tatum is one of the anchors on that defense as well. He'll be playing at linebacker. A lot of these boys will be playing both ways. At end, Jacob Crabtree. Also at wide receiver, Austin Caldwell and Jody Baker. The backs would be Grayson Olson and Zach Hertig, and Mike Reese is the quarterback. And I know I named 12 people there, but those are most of the ones that will do the damage on offense for the Pioneers. For the Castlewood Blue Devils, the lineman, Bradley Ramey, is one of the tackles. Roland Painter is a nose guard. Brad Steffi is at an end. Gabe Jones also at an end. They look like they're going with a four-man front. They've got Jimmy Schaus at linebacker along with Caden Lastly, a linebacker. Caleb Taylor, a linebacker. Caden Lastly is the key player in the middle of that defense for Castlewood. Slade Castle is a corner defender, defensive back. Forrest McConnell on the other side of defensive back. Luke Kress is one of the safeties, and Caden Dishman the other safety for Castlewood. Castlewood's coached by Bubba Edwards, and of course Lebanon Pioneers coached by Darrell Taylor. The Did they have a coin flip, Paul?
No, they haven't had anything yet. The band's coming out on the field. They're probably going to do the national anthem and the coin flip shortly right after that.
May do the national anthem. We'll take another break, come back with the coin flip and the opening kickoff in just a moment. You're listening to high school football on 107.3 WXLZ. Give us 2 minutes again, 2 minutes.
Karen Patton and Judy Brady, Woodman Life representatives, are honored to be here today as Lebanon High School honors our veterans. Thank you, veterans, for your service. Woodman Life believes that the best way to promote the ideas that made our country great is to make our flag a constant, visible reminder of the sacrifice of those before us. Our goal at Woodman Life is to inspire love and pride in our country by presenting flags with honors and respect and promote patriotism. It is with great pride and pleasure that Woodman Life, Chapter 404 and Chapter 410, and Woodman Life representatives Karen Patton and Judy Brady present this 5-foot by 8-foot flag of the United States of America, Lebanon High School. Fly proudly and God bless America. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please
All right, we're back here at Lebanon Middle School, and we're getting ready for the national anthem. If you'll give us about one more break here during the anthem, give us a couple more messages. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to high school football on 107.3 WXLZ.
Please direct your attention to the middle of the field as the Lebanon High School National Honor Society and the volleyball team present our nation's colors. And to honor America, the playing of our national anthem by the Lebanon High School Marching Band. To honor America, our national anthem.
give it back to us anytime. Hi, we're back here at Lebanon Middle School. Lebanon band rendition of the national anthem. A huge flag.
Officials for tonight's game, referee Scotty McCracken, umpire Barry Yost,
Flag and wave it.
linesman Henry
Pretty
Wilson,
impressive.
line judge Chuck Ratliff, and back judge Rob Majors.
Officials trying to get lined up now. Lebanon's Ty Tatum, Zach Hurtig, I believe that is we don't have it. Is that 83?
33.
33. I'm looking at the wrong list of it.
Brandon King. Braden King.
Braden King, I believe. I believe that's right. We're getting ready to go out to the coin house. Braden King talking about Zach Hurtig and Ty Tatum. Castlewood's lined up on the far side getting ready to come out. And officials going out now escorting David Millington to the center of the field. I'll give a nod in a moment to the players who's going to come out and see if he can pick those up from Castlewood. Can't see them across the field right now.
Here they come. 21, 7, 10,
21 was Caden Lasley. Number 7 is Brad Steffi. Number 10 is Forrest McConnell. Number 1 is Jimmy Schatz. They met at the field, shaking hands. We'll have the coin toss momentarily. The honors. The referee is Scotty McCracken. As I mentioned, include that list of officials. Scotty is 11 year old, played high school here. Played ball good at Lebanon.
I believe that's right.
Maybe I'm thinking of his son. Anyway, Scotty graduated from Lebanon. He's been officiating some time. He does some college games too, so the small college games he does.
He's ready to toss that coin, I believe.
Coins in the air. Got Lebanon win the toss. I believe. I'll get a signal here in a minute. Lebanon's going to defend the east goal. Castlewood will defend the west goal.
Pioneers win the toss. They will defer to the second half. Will defend the west goal.
Lebanon will kick off to Castlewood, kicking from east to west. Carter Dillon normally does the kickoff duties for Lebanon. They score players that wrap up at the coin toss. Castlewood players get out to the sideline. The Lebanon players go to the far end of the field. Here they'll get the nod. They'll come to the big. I don't know what that sign says.
Looks like a nail. We're trying to make a nail.
Trying to make a big L. That's exactly what they were doing.
It's got a little bit of a...
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome Governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia, Glenn Youngkin.
Governor Glenn Youngkin, as he comes off the field. Security in code.
Should have been on the field. We could interview the governor a little bit.
I'm sure he's been glad to do that. Castlewood huddled up on the far side. Castlewood comes into the game 1-5, 0-3 in the Cumberland District. The Pioneers are 4-3, and overall, and 2-1 in the Hogaheja District.
Merle, the Pioneers have overall played pretty good football. They've had a chance to win a couple of games that they lost, and played real well at Gate City. And I thought for a while that they might have a chance to win that. But
did you see that when I didn't see it?
I didn't. I was listening to the Gate City radio, I guess.
I didn't see that.
And Ernie might have had it. I don't know where he had the Gate City game or not.
I think Lebanon has exceeded expectations.
I don't think there's any question.
They've improved every week. Castlewood struggled, but who's deep now for Castlewood? Can you see numbers?
Number Jennings, 2.
Number 2 is Luke Kress. Carter Dillon puts a toe to it, kicks it down the right side. It's taken to Kress at about the 18-yard line, dodges one tackler, and then knocked out of bounds near the 30.
30.
Yeah. It's like Eli Perkins with the tackle out of bounds, knocking him out of bounds. And ball will be spotted down right on the 30-yard line on the left hash mark where Castlewood will have it 1st and 10. We're underway here at Lebanon Middle School on Harry Stewart Field and Tommy Bryant Stadium. Beautiful night for football. It's going to get a little chilly, but the players don't mind that as they're moving a lot. Castlewood sends 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left, and McConnell back there in the backfield, the quarterback.
Pioneers look like in a 5-man front.
McConnell wants to throw it, throws it out on the wing, and it's dropped at about the 31-yard line and defended well out there by Ty Tatum, the linebacker, getting out there on that wideout. Tatum's pretty good at getting back and forth across the field.
Yeah, Tatum can play about anywhere along that line and backs up the line most of the time and was then covering a wideout. So
he's big enough to play on the line. So it's 2nd and 10. McConnell in the shotgun again. Going to run it this time, and the whistle's blowing. I think
movement.
I think as a wingman or a tackle, it moved on this side. They'll be backed up to the 25-yard line where it'll be 2nd down and 15. Trying to see who the running back setting up in the backfield with McConnell is. He was going to hand it off to that running back.
21's back there.
I think it's Caden Lashley.
I believe that's right. That's Lashley's number, I think.
2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the short side of the field again. McConnell takes the snap, hands it to Lashley, going to the right side off tackle. Runs over a couple of Pioneers and takes it out across the 30 before he's gang tackled about 4 of the Pioneers. Caldwell in on the tackle for 1.
I believe Eli Perkins was the Pioneer that hit him first, but boy, he didn't slow him down much.
Keene was in on the tackle to hit him, but I think he ran right over Perkins.
Yeah.
Lashley's pretty good size. That brings up 3rd and about 8 from the 32-yard line of Castlewood. First possession early in the game. Castlewood spread out again, two wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. McConnell wants to throw. He's in trouble back there, and he's sacked. Ball comes away. I believe the Pioneers got on it, didn't they?
No, number 7.
Brad Steffi got on it for Castlewood.
It was laying on the ground wide open there for a few seconds. And
I think it laid there for a second or two before anybody
saw it. That's right.
Castlewood will be forced to punt. It's 4th and 12.
Number 9 doing the kicking, I believe, Merle.
That would be Caden Dishman.
I don't have a list that has their numbers or anything on them, but
that's Caden Dishman. Back deep for the Pioneers to receive the punt between the 35 and 40 is Zach Herdig. He's walking up now to the 40. Punt's on the way and is kicked away from Herdig to the left side and goes out of bounds somewhere near
42.
The 40. Going to mark it at the 43-yard line. So the Pioneers have their first possession after Castlewood's first possession stalled. Didn't get a first down even. So the Pioneer defense looked pretty good on that.
They did. They got some help on that penalty. That set them back to 5 yards on Castlewood's side. And
Chris Reese, the quarterback in the shotgun. He spreads things out too. 3 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. This Hurtig over here to the right. Reese has got a halfback back there with him. Play clock's about to run out. And they snap it just barely in time. Reese wants to throw it, looking for Hurtig deep downfield. Hoists it deep. Hurtig goes up for it, and he's got it and gets away from the defender and into the end zone for a touchdown. Reese rolled to his right and on the run through a bomb down that right sideline. Hurtig went up. The ball was probably a little underthrown. Hurtig went right up over the defender and hauled that one in and then got away from the defender and scored. He caught that about the 10.
Everything looked like moving to the left except for Reese, Merle. He rolled out to the right, got a little bit of pressure, but he put the ball right on the money down there.
It's a 57-yard touchdown pass from Reese.
Hurtig had to jump a little to get it, but
now here's Dillon. Dillon's kick is up and it's good. Pioneers 7, Castlewood nothing. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to High School Football on 107.3 WXLZ. You might jot down there. It's 57-yard touchdown, first score.
okay.
10:09 remaining in the first. Just 1 minute, Madison. That way we can go back and talk about the touchdowns,
right,
when they were scored and everything. You can use that pad if you want, if you need another pad.
Yeah.
All right, we start the Castlewood second possession as Carter Dillon bombs one over the head of Cress back there for Castlewood, and it rolls into the end zone for a touchback, and Castlewood will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Second possession for Castlewood. Ball will be right in the middle of the field. How you doing, Ernie? Okay. Ernie Benko with us for ARC TV. I should have mentioned that earlier, Ernie. He's doing a good job here with the video. Castlewood spreads things out again. McConnell in that shotgun. He fakes it to Lashley and keeps it, but he's wrapped up in the backfield and thrown down for a loss. See that player, I couldn't tell who it was.
I didn't see that.
Looking down on the far end of the field. It wasn't Lashley, it was Steffi with the carry. Stevenson on the tackle for Lebanon. Got in the backfield quickly. 2nd and 13 now for Castlewood. Spread formation, same formation they've used every play. McConnell hands this one to Lashley going to the right. He bulls his way, carrying tacklers with him all the way out to the 25, 26-yard line perhaps. We'll see where they spot it. Lashley's a big bull of a runner. I wouldn't worry about throwing. I'd run him inside the tackles. He's getting big yardage every time he's run. They spotted at the 26-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and about 4. 2nd and 4, it's 3rd and 4.
Right.
I was right the first time. Rex is a little late on the board down there. It's 3rd down. Connell hands it. Now whistle stops the play as they start to hand off to Lashley again. Whistle stopped the play, and offsides against the Pioneers. That
should be a first down.
That'll give them a first down out at the 30-yard line. Actually, 31-yard line. First first down for the Blue Devils in the game. They trail 7-0 if you just tuned in. Pioneers kicked off Castlewood, held them without a first down. They punted to Lebanon and punted it out of bounds, and then Reese with a 57-yard bomb to Hurtig on the first play from scrimmage for Lebanon. Now here's McConnell wanting to run, tries to throw it out to the left.
Pick it up.
Knocked down and picked up by, and they're going to call that an incomplete pass. He tried to flip it out to the running back, swinging outside as he ran left with it, and one of the Pioneers got a hand on it, knocked it down. They say it's an incomplete pass. A lot of people up here in the press box thinking that was a lateral, Phillip, but I don't think it was really.
No, I think he had his arm up.
I think he threw it forward.
He's gone to the sideline too, Merle. He must have hurt that hand.
McConnell has.
Yeah, number 10.
Yeah, they'll probably. Now, Castlewood's going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. Lebanon leads 7-0 with 8:23 to go in the first period. You're listening to high school football on 107.3 WXLZ. All right, we're back for more action. Castlewood with a first down. And they throw it deep. The new quarterback came in there. I think that Phillip, that was
number 8.
Who is that?
Braden Houchins.
Houchins?
Yeah.
Houchins throws it deep down the right sideline. I'm not sure who the intended receiver was, but it's picked off down there by Lebanon.
It looked like Merle, the intended receiver, had a good shot at the ball, but off of his hands, and the Pioneer defender jumped up and caught it.
Defender was right there with him,
yeah.
a little bit behind him. Now Pioneers have it at their own 33-yard line. And a pitch from Reese to
5.
Olson running. Olson runs to the right, crosses the 35, gets out to the 34-yard line. That'll be about a 6-yard gain. Looks like it'll be second and 4. Olson picks up 6 yards on that one. Reese again in the shotgun, 2 wideouts on each side. Olson back there with him. Drops back to pass, wanting to throw it. Throwing it deep down the left side. Defenders back there for Castlewood, and almost, I believe Castlewood caught that, Phillip. He went off of one Castlewood defender, and one down
on the ground caught it.
And caught it. Dishman, I think. So the Blue Devils return the favor on the interception, and they've got the ball at their own 23-yard line. Deep pass that time from Reese. Trying to get it deep on the left side. I'm not sure which receiver was out there. Now I guess McConnell's back in there, I think, hands it to Lastly, and he bulls his way across the 25. He runs hard, Phillip.
Yeah, he does run hard.
Carrying people with him. He carries it to the 26-yard line. It'll be second and about 7. Need to take it to the 33-yard line for a first down. Ball's right in between the 26 and 27. Give him 4 yards on the carry. Now McConnell wants to throw it. Throws it on the right side. Battle in the air for it, and it's caught by the Castlewood player, and a flag flies. I think they hit him after he went down. That was
Tatum's one that tackled him, I believe.
Number 9, which one is that?
That's the Dishman.
Caden Dishman, right. He went up and battled for the Lebanon defender for that ball. He got it, and then
looked to me like he got a helmet-to-helmet lick.
Might have. He's still down on
the ground.
Caught the ball right at the 38-yard line. Now they're going to mark off 15 yards for a personal foul as they hit him late. And that puts the ball all the way up to the Lebanon 47-yard line. Pioneers all on a knee with the Castlewood player still on the ground. They're attending to him. I'm going to get him up now, sitting up. That's Caden Dishman. Made a great play on the ball to catch it. Pretty good throw by McConnell. I think it was still McConnell in there. The backup quarterback was a number 8.
Braden Houchins, the backup quarterback.
I'm not sure if that was him in there or McConnell that threw that one. I think maybe it was Houchins still in there. Houchins is out there on the field now. McConnell must have injured his hand some way. He acted like it was his hand.
Did. When he went out, he was holding that hand.
We've got 6:55 left in the first quarter. Lebanon leads at 7-0. Lebanon scored on their first play from scrimmage on a 57-yard touchdown bomb from Mike Reese to Zach Hertig. Castlewood's put it in the air, too, on some deep throws. Lebanon intercepted one, and then next time Reese threw one deep, Castlewood intercepted it. Now Castlewood was moving the ball some. The injury stopped that, but they'll have a first down in Lebanon territory. Dishman's up on his feet and being helped, walking a little unsteadily back to the sideline. You may be right, Philip. He might have got helmet to helmet. Somebody came in late, didn't they?
Yes. Yeah, I think that's what it was. And he never did move much there till they got to him. And he's still walking pretty shaky.
And they're helping him to the sideline. And Houchins will stay in there at quarterback. He's going to have Caden Lashley back there with him in the backfield. 2 wide outs right, 1 to the left, tight end on the right side. He hands it to Dishman off right tackle. He's hit immediately, and this time they stop him. First one there. Hunter Phipps was the first one there, and then a couple of other Pioneers came to help, but Phipps made a good hit on him and stopped him. Phipps is good size. He lost about a yard on the play, or just a little less than a yard, so it's 2nd and 11, we'll say. They hand it, or fumble on the ground.
Pioneers got that one.
Pioneers got it. They muffed the handoff there. Houchins to Lashley, and Lashley dropped it, or they never did get the handoff complete. And didn't see who fell on
58. Stevenson.
Robert Stevenson. He's a good lineman.
Yeah.
Stevenson is. He fell on it, and Pioneers get the ball back. So 3rd turnover of the game, Philip.
Yep.
Castlewood fumbled another one, but they got back on it themselves. Now Reese sends everybody to the left. Olsen back there with him. He's got 2 wide outs to the left and a wing back. Pitches it to Olsen, running left, got a lot of room. Gets to the 40, 30, 25, and all the way down to the 20-yard line, or somewhere close to the 20-yard line of Castlewood, because he had a host of players out front, and Castlewood couldn't get to him. Well-designed play there, but the Pioneers on a quick pitch.
Olsen really was moving down that sideline.
He's a good running back.
Yeah, he's running hard.
It's Luke Garrett going into the lineup with the play for Lebanon. He'll be one of the wide outs. He's going to come to the right. From a shotgun again, Reese hands this one to Olsen off the left tackle. Got a little hole, squirts through it down to about the 15-yard line. He gets about 5. It'll be second and 5. Has to take it right to the 10-yard line for a first down. Pioneers lead at 7-0. We've got 5 minutes left in the first quarter and the clock running. 2 wide outs go to the right, 1 to the left. Reese in the shotgun. Back to pass now. Wants to throw it over the middle. Got a man in end zone. Touchdown, Pioneers. Good catch.
Yeah, tremendous catch there.
I believe that was Belcher. I'm not sure.
I think you're right.
Crabtree. Jacob Crabtree on the reception.
Crabtree.
Good throw by Reese. And Crabtree went up and caught that right at the high point. Pulled it in right at the goal line and fell in the end zone. Lebanon spreads things out on the extra point kick just to see how Castlewood will react, I guess. Now they're back in regular formation. Carter Dillon to kick it. And Carter puts it up and through, and it's good. And Lebanon leads 14-0 with 4:37 to go in the first. You're listening to high school football on 107.3 WXLZ. 1 minute. All right, Luke Kress and Slade Castle back deep for Castlewood between the 15 and 20 to receive the kickoff from Lebanon. Carter Dillon kicks it high and short. Coming up to get it is Kress, and he runs it across the 30, and he's wrestled down there by 3 or 4 Pioneers. Looked like Colton Barton was the first one in there on the tackle. I think that was Slade carrying. No, it was Luke Kress carrying it. Luke Kress again. PI announcer got things backwards. He said 1st and 10 Pioneers. It's 1st and 10 Blue Devils. Now he gets it right. 32-yard line of Castlewood. They've got the ball 1st and 10. $14-0 now, Lebanon. The snap to McConnell, and whistle stopped the play. Illegal procedure against Castlewood. Somebody moved, I guess. Didn't see that. McConnell was back in there at quarterback. So he must be all right. It's moved back to the 27-yard line now, where it'll be 1st and 15. Two wideouts to each side now for McConnell. And he's going to run it off right side. Big hole off right tackle. And he goes all the way out across the 35. No, that's not McConnell. That's Steffi. I'm sorry.
Brad Steffi.
Steffi is carrying. He's operating in there as quarterback now. They had Houchins in there earlier.
Right.
Good gain there. Got about 10 yards on the play, and it's 2nd and 5 now. Steffi takes the snap again, goes off right tackle, gets hit right at the line of scrimmage and stopped. Probably no gain on that. They're going to give him a yard maybe.
Well, that's almost like a single wing.
Yeah, it's about the same
direct
thing.
Snap to what we've been calling quarterback.
Of course, it's
more of a tailback.
Different coach now for Castlewood, but they ran a single wing a lot last year.
Yeah.
They had a couple of big running backs. They're going to give him a yard gain on that. It'll be 3rd and about 4.
Braden Houchins came back in. I don't know whether he'll go to the quarterback or not, but it looks like he's going to.
Slade Castle coming out to the left here. Houchins from the quarterback position takes the snap from the shotgun and never get the snap off because somebody jumped, and I think it's Lebanon.
Yeah, looked like Lebanon.
It's going to be enough for a 1st down for Castlewood. So it'll be 1st and 10 Castlewood from their own 43-yard line.
The result in the 1st down for the Blue Devils will be 1st and 10 Blue Devils from their own 43-yard line.
Steffi and Houchins come back into the huddle with the play. Houchins will be the quarterback. Caden Lastly back there with him. Steffi goes out wide to the right. Houchins wants to throw it, flips it out to Steffi, he breaks a tackle at the 45 and spins his way out to about the 48-yard line, looks like. They're going to put it on the 47, actually. So it'll be second and about 5. Be a long second and a long 5. Changing up players in the backfield, Phillips.
They are moving. Yeah. Now, looks more like single wing now.
Caden Lastly back there with the quarterback, and Steffi takes it, runs to the right, and again carries players.
Pretty close to first down. He may have it.
Near the first down. I think he may have it. They're marking it down right on the Lebanon 47-yard line. And that's a first down, Castlewood. A minute 55 left in the quarter and the clock running. Lebanon leads at 14-0. Still in the first quarter. Two wide outs on the left, one on the right. Houchins hands it to Lastly in the backfield. He's hit, slowed down, breaks one tackle, but can't elude the other. That's Phipps was the first man there. Johnson came to clean it up. Phipps hit him, and he spun off of that tackle, but immediately got hit by Johnson. And it'll be second and 12 now for Castlewood from the Lebanon 49-yard line. Two wide outs on each side, and he's going to run it again. Steffi, he goes to the left. He gets maybe a yard, and then he's pushed back by a host of Pioneers. Looks like he might have. Tatum was the first one there for Lebanon, and he may have gained a yard. We'll say it's third and about 11. Big third down play for Lebanon to get their defense off the field here. I think they'll probably throw it now, Phillip.
Yeah, I would be surprised if they didn't.
Slade Castle going out wide to the right.
Two split out to the left here.
Houchins looks to the right, throws it for Castle. Battle for it down about the 25-yard line of Lebanon. It's knocked away.
It was a good defensive play down there. I thought maybe he was going to pick it off there a minute, but the Castlewood guy made a pretty good defensive move.
I think it was Luke Taylor on the defense. Taylor's playing out there on that left defensive backside. 8 seconds left in the period and stopped with the incompletion. So this will probably be the last play of the first quarter. Lebanon leading at 14-0 here with one quarter almost in the books. And
Castlewood's going to take a timeout, Merle. Yeah. They're confused about the play. They were trying to get a play in.
Couldn't get lined up right, so they're going to take a timeout. We'll stay here with them through this timeout. And they just got 8 seconds left. Again, we'll tell you that Lebanon's got a big crowd here tonight. This is homecoming night for the Pioneers. They've been busy all week with all the festivities, and they'll crown a homecoming queen. I guess they crown a queen and a king, don't they?
I believe so. Do that at halftime, I would guess.
We'll try to get that information for you when it happens.
You were talking about the crowd, Merle. I can remember when the Castlewood-Lebanon game was really the game of the year, and stands were full most of the time.
On both sides.
Yeah, we did not have the seating capacity that you see here on the Harris Stewart Field, but there were big crowds, and people really got prepared to see Lebanon and Castlewood play. And I have the distinction of playing on the Castlewood first win over Lebanon in 1965.
It wasn't much fun, was it?
No, it wasn't much fun.
All right,
that was down at Castlewood, huge crowd down there.
Castlewood lines up with 3 wide outs to the left, and that's Steffi in there tight. And back to pass, and a little flare pass out to the right. Sort of
good tackle over there.
To Lastly, and Somebody made a good play to stop him because he had some running room if they hadn't got him. I think that was it Tatum?
I don't believe that's Tatum, was it? Yeah. 58.
Robert Stevenson again on the play. And he's short of the first down, so it'll be first and 10.
That's a good lick over there for sure.
It'll be first and 10 Lebanon. When we come back, that's the end of the first quarter. Lebanon leads at 14-0. You're listening to high school football on 107.3 WXLZ. Pioneers with the ball coming out of the quarter break. They hand it to Olson. Olson cracks through off left tackle, breaks the tackle down the sidelines. 20-10, touchdown, Grayson Olson. That one came
real quick, Merle.
From the 45-yard line, they handed it to him. He went right off the tackle, and a big hole through there. He goes 55 yards for the touchdown.
I don't believe anybody touched him.
If they did, it was just barely. He got through that line quickly. Got a good block on the corner. Somebody kicked the defender out, and he went right through there and was gone. Carter Dillon on for the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is no good. He missed that one to the right. With 11:51 left in the second period, Lebanon 20, Castlewood nothing. You're listening to high school football on 107.3 WXLZ. We're back here at Lebanon Middle School with the Pioneers kicking off after the touchdown now. They kick it deep down the left side. It hits the 10-yard line. Rolls dead at about the 11. They let it go. I think Castlewood thought it might go in the end zone, but it bounced back. Pioneers covered it. Castlewood ran away from it. Not like a punt on the kickoff.
No.
It's a free ball. And Pioneers pounced on it there at about the 11-yard line of Castlewood. Castlewood just made a mental mistake there and ran away from that one when they had to pick it up. You can't cover it, just cover it or do something, but they ran away from it and let Lebanon have it.
That's a very unusual play, Merle.
Ball's on the 12-yard line. Yeah, you don't see that very often. Reese in the shotgun now. I don't think that's Olson back there with him now. Reese wants to throw it, throws it in the end zone, got a man wide open. Did he drop that or did he call it a touchdown?
I think it's touchdown.
Touchdown. Yeah. I never did see a sign, but I thought he caught it.
Yeah,
Toby Baker with the reception. He was wide open in the end zone, and Reese saw him and got it to him. 26-0 Pioneers. Again, Dillon will try the extra point. Snap is back. Snap's good. The kick's up, and the kick is good. Our score, 11:42 left in the second period. Lebanon 27, Castlewood nothing. You're listening to high school football on 107.3 WXLZ. All right, the Pioneers kick off to Castlewood following the touchdown, and it's run back by Slade Castle. He takes it to the 10-yard line, runs it back out to the 20 before he's covered there by a couple of Lebanon defenders, and Castlewood will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20 on the right hash mark. Castlewood a little slow getting out there, but they don't start the play clock until give them a chance to get there, I guess.
Who caught the touchdown pass?
Huh?
Who caught the touchdown pass?
Toby Baker.
Baker.
Castlewood with it 1st and 10 now from their own 20. You got big splits in their line, and a whistle stops play. I'm sure what the problem is.
Castlewood timeout on the field.
Castlewood calls another timeout, I believe. We'll stay here with it for this one. I was trying to see, Philip, who's the snapper and the holder is for Lebanon. Need to mention them because that's something they have to work at, drill on, make sure they get that right.
Well, not a lot of high school teams do that, but if you've got a guy that can kick it and he works hard at it, and we've got one that does, and a holder that obviously works with him, it's an easy point after.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But, you know, sometimes I think in the Castlewood, if you've got much of a running game at all, I'd run it. I believe I'd go for 2 every time. If all you have to do is get it half of the time, and you're same as kicking it. Castlewood back out there now after the timeout. Lastly in there, and I believe that is that Houchins still out there?
I think so.
McConnell still hadn't come back, has he?
No, I don't believe he had.
Houchins takes the snap. It's low. He throws it out to the left, and it's complete at about the 25-yard line.
That was almost intercepted, Merle.
Yeah.
In fact, I think the Lebanon defender felt like he ought to have it. That
reception was made by Steffi, Colton Barton, and Robert Stevenson on the tackle.
Yeah, Stevenson was one thought maybe he ought to have that one.
He was backing out of there from his line position,
right,
trying to get out there. Saw what was coming, I think, and got out there to cover it. Braden Keene gets into the game on defense. He's in there at a linebacker position, or a wide receiver, or defender.
That's a nice pass there.
Pass out to the left side at the 40-yard line and grabbed out there by Xavier Sanders. That'll be a first down, Castlewood. All the way out to the...
Houchins took a real shot after that pass, but he put it on the money.
They haven't spotted the ball down yet, have they?
No, they're on about the 40.
It is on the 40. I see it now there. It's got it right on the 40, 1st and 10, Castlewood from their own 40. They trail in this one 27-0. Direct snap back to Steffi, and he runs forward, running over people, and took a couple of players to get him down. He gets about 5. Flag thrown on the play. Let's see what it's all about.
Must be motion, Castlewood.
Illegal motion, Castlewood, and Scotty McCracken, the referee, checking with the Lebanon sideline to see if they want to accept it. They are going to accept the penalty, and they'll mark it off back to the 35-yard line of Castlewood.
They'll make it 1st and 15 for Castlewood.
Need to get it right to midfield for a first down. Looks like Houchins still in there, I believe.
He is.
Hands the ball to Steffi, running off right tackle. He's big hole there. He gets all the way to the 40 before anybody can drag him down. That's Caden Lashley, not Steffi. Caden Lashley with the run. They mark it at the 41-yard line.
You know, Merle, Castlewood has run the ball fairly well at times, but they can't sustain the effort against the Pioneer defense.
Yeah, they run it really well, and then they'll run a couple of plays where the Lebanon stops them.
Yeah.
He gets about 6 yards on the play. It's 2nd and 9 now. Throws it out to the left, a diving play, and they say he caught it, I believe. That was Slade Castle on the reception from Houchins. Throw was a little bit short of him, but he came back and dove and caught it.
Pioneers seemed to be playing man-to-man, and that was a single coverage out there. And Houchins got the ball out there in time to make that completion. As you said, the receiver came back to catch it.
Castlewood sends 2 wideouts out here to the right. Carter Dillon's out here with them. Another safety's back. Now they want to throw it. They throw it over the line to Dishman, or to
Pretty good lick
Lastly.
there.
And a good collision right at the Lebanon 45, but Lastly had the reception and fell forward for a first down. Castlewood will have it 1st and 10. They spotted at the 44-yard line of Lebanon. Clock running at 8:30 to go in the first half. Lebanon leads 27-0. Castlewood sends 2 wideouts out here to the right. One of them is Sanders. I can't tell who the other one is. Now, Steffi takes a direct snap in the backfield, and he's caught and thrown for loss by Ty Tatum.
Tatum was right there waiting on him.
Tatum, from his linebacker position, shot through there and got Steffi for about a 5-yard gain, 5-yard loss, excuse me. It's back to the 49-yard line of Lebanon. One of the fellas over here said it's a 51-yard line.
Depends on which way you're going.
I guess so. It's Lebanon 49 the way I see it.
I think that's right.
It's Houchins back in there at quarterback. He is. He wants to throw it to the left. Throws a bomb. He's got a man out there and
dropped the ball.
Dropped it, couldn't hold it. He was just inside the Lebanon 30 on the far sideline. Dove for it and tried to catch it as he went out of bounds, but he couldn't hold on.
That's been a successful play for Castlewood tonight. They've thrown that down and out to the sideline
and
several occasions.
And Houchins has thrown it well.
He has.
McConnell, we mentioned McConnell hurt his hand, we believe, and went off there in the early in the first quarter.
He hasn't come back.
Hadn't been back at all. Austin Caldwell comes to the sideline for Lebanon. Luke Taylor's in there on the left side along with Carter Dillon. Castlewood sends 1 wide out right, 2 to the left. Houchins takes the snap, wants to throw it left. He throws it short to the left. He's got a man there. That's Steffi. Steffi breaks 1 tackle, breaks another tackle, and lunges forward all the way to the Lebanon 36-yard line, it would appear. 37 perhaps, where they're going to mark it.
Steffi sure is hard to bring down, Merle.
Yes, he is.
He's a big kid.
We're going to call it the 36-yard line. Baker in on the tackle.
About 2.
I think with Colton Barton. Need to get the ball to the 34-yard line. It's just
on defense, I'd be looking for Steffi.
Yes, just outside the 36. Steffi or Lastly, one or the other. Castlewood a little confused, but now they get set and they get it to Steffi straight ahead. He loses the ball, and the ball rolls inside the 30, and I think he got on it himself, didn't he?
He rolled right with it, Merle.
Well, they're giving it to Lebanon.
Are they? I thought he had it.
Colton Barton came away with it. He dropped the ball, and it just went forward down inside the 30, and Barton got to it before Steffi could. I thought Steffi got there.
I thought Steffi had it myself.
Pioneers turn them over again, and it'll be Lebanon ball from their own 29-yard line, 1st and 10. 6:27 to go in the first half. Lebanon leads at 27-0. Reese has got 2 wide outs to the left. He pitches it to Olsen. Olsen one running to the left. No, that's Dillon. Carter Dillon runs left. Gets to the 30, the 40, and goes out of bounds near midfield. I think you're going to mark him out at the 49-yard line of Lebanon, where it'll be 1st and 10. They've been real successful at that pitch.
They have,
Castlewood's not getting out there to cover it very well. That time it was Carter Dillon. It wasn't Olsen. Olsen hadn't been in there for a while.
He hasn't, yeah.
Trying to see him on the sideline, but I don't see him anywhere. Yeah, he's got his helmet off down here.
Yeah.
This appears to be okay. They're just giving him a break. With the lead they've got, they're playing some other players. They mark a penalty off for Phillip. No, he ran that one.
He ran that one, yeah.
Down to the.
There's movement. Looks like they're flagged down.
The snap is flag. It'll be a procedure penalty against the Pioneers. Back it up 5 yards. They had it at the 36-yard line. Back it back up to the 41-yard line of Castlewood. I thought maybe he went out of bounds before that. I didn't
looked like it from up here, didn't
down that far.
We couldn't see it
I
because
thought maybe
of the
I
fire.
missed a penalty or something there. They send a wide out all the way to the far side of the field, the long side of the field. Two backs. Now they pitch it to Dillon. He's running with Luke Taylor in front behind a block, and he gets it across the 40 down close to the 30, we'll call it the 37 or 38-yard line. Call it to 38. It'll be second and about 12.
Gain of about 3. It'll be second and about 12.
Procedure penalty set them back. Now they've got second and long, second and 12. Luke Taylor and I believe that's Belcher out here to the left with Luke Taylor. They haven't targeted Belcher much yet. Here's a quick pitch again to the left. Running to the left is Dillon. He dodges one tackler, gets a good block, and takes it all the way down inside the 30-yard line, it would appear. Schaus made the tackle.
He's inside the 15. 14-yard line.
You got it set pretty good. I didn't move it much. First and 10 at the 14.
Yes.
For the Pioneers.
Yep. 5:11 to go here in before halftime.
That wasn't Dillon, was it? Who was it?
It was Dillon.
Was it Dillon?
Yeah.
Handoff this time straight ahead to Luke Taylor. He tries to kick it outside, and he's wrestled down. He's going to lose a yard or two, maybe. They're going to give him a yard gain on that. Looked like he lost some, but a yard down to the 13-yard line. Forward progress, and I guess they threw him back a little. Two men in the backfield with Reese. Now he sends Taylor in motion. Pitches to Carter. Carter running to the right.
We'll get a holding penalty there, I believe, Merle. Flag down.
Flag down about the 13-yard line. He took it down to about the 10, running wide to the right. This is going to be holding, Phillip. You were right. Not sure who the guilty fellow was there, but trying to block for Carter Dillon. They'll move it back now to the Castlewood 23-yard line, where it'll be second and about 19.
Yeah, that's
they need to take it. Need to take it to about the 4. Now they send wide outs to two to the left, one to the right, and just one back there. It's Dillon back there with Reese. He blocks for Reese as Reese throws it deep down the right side, left side. Incomplete. Couldn't get to that one, I think. Let's see who that was intended for. Must have been Crabtree or Belcher, one or the other. Still haven't seen that number.
7.
No, that was Taylor he was throwing for. Luke
Taylor, yeah.
It was Luke Taylor. He made a good effort at it, but it was thrown a little too far. He couldn't get it. Couldn't have caught it in bounds anyway. Now two wide outs to each side with a 3rd and 19. See what Reese comes up with here. Goes back to pass, got a little time. Now he rolls to his left, running to the left, and just going to run out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. That'll make it 4th and about 16 from the 20, and wonder if Dillon might try a field goal, Phillip. He's kicked a couple, but this will be a pretty long one.
Be a 30-yarder, wouldn't it?
Yep. Probably about a 27-yard line.
Yeah.
Or 27-yard kick. Boys in the press box are trying to coach a little, wanting him to try a kick. They're going to take a timeout and talk about it. We'll take a timeout with them. You're listening to High School Football on 107.3 WXLZ. 1 minute. 1 minute. Come out of the timeout with 4th and 16. Reese running to his right for his life. Wanting to throw it. Now he throws it deep in the end zone. Got a man open. Touchdown, Pioneers.
Nice play there. They ran around a lot to get to do that. Couldn't catch up with Reese, and he turned 2 or 3 different ways, and finally just threw it in the end zone. And
he ran way back.
He did. He threw
25 yards back by the line of scrimmage.
He threw it from about the 35.
Dillon on to try the extra point.
Who caught that TD pass?
I'm not sure. I'll have to check over here. I couldn't tell. I thought maybe it was Belcher or Crabtree, but snap is good. The ball is down, but Castlewood gets in there and blocks this one. Can't see the number of the Castlewood player that blocked that one. Thought maybe it was Steffi, but I'm not sure. 3:34 to go in the first half now. Lebanon leads 33-0 after the blocked extra point. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to High School Football on 107.3 WXLZ. Pioneers kick off, and he's taken back at about the 15-yard line by Slade Castle. He runs it back towards the other side of the field, but finally wrestled down. Didn't get much yardage out of that. Is he going to place it at about the
26?
26, I think. No. Yeah, 26 is right, yeah. You go ahead and start the play clock. Castlewood's slow getting out there.
It's been a long half, Merle.
It has, hasn't it? A lot of passes and penalties.
Yeah.
A lot of clock stoppage. Castlewood comes to the ball now. They've got 9 seconds left on the play clock. They send wide outs, 2 to the left, 1 to the right, 2 backs, and they got a penalty to stop the action over here on the right side. The
snap directly to Schaus.
I'm not sure who they snapped it to, but Sanders was over here on the wide out all the way over on this wide side of the field, and he was about 4 or 5 yards too far upfield, and he realized that he took off backwards trying to get onside just as the ball was snapped. So that'll cost them 5 yards. We go back to the 15-yard line, or 16, I guess it is. 16-yard line where it'll be 1st and 15. That's on the
19,
it's on the 21.
Yeah.
21-yard line. Direct snap back there. Quarterback got killed on that. That's going to be intercepted. No, he couldn't hold on. Pass was intended for Slade Castle, and the quarterback in that
took a shot.
I don't know who that was throwing that one. It wasn't. I don't think it was Houchins. He got hit just as he threw it. Bounced right back up. Didn't appear to be injured.
Illegal motion against the Devils. The penalty is declined.
There was a motion penalty against Castlewood. The penalty was declined. That's number 1 in there at quarterback, I think. Jimmy Schaus. Schaus at the quarterback. He's got Steffi back there with him, and maybe Lastly too. He takes a snap. He's going to run it to the right, and not too much there as tackle is made by Belcher, maybe?
I believe that's Luke Taylor. 7. Good tackle.
Was Taylor. Belcher was there too. Belcher.
They were both there. Taylor's one hit him first.
That'll bring up 2nd down and about 15. Ball on the 21-yard line. It's third down, actually, 3rd and 15, as they declined that penalty. Big splits in the Castlewood line. And fake from run. They're going to throw it deep down the left side. Got a man out there. And it's intercepted by the Pioneers.
Intercepted by number 3,
Austin Caldwell with the interception over there. The Castlewood player couldn't get back to the ball. Caldwell got there in front of him and hauled that one in for an interception. Pioneers back in business again. 1st and 10 from Castlewood's 38-yard line. 2:23 to go in the half. Lebanon sends 2 wideouts to the left, and they do this quick pitch to the left. And this is Olson running. He breaks one tackle, stumbles forward, and gets hit and knocked down at about the 27 or 28-yard line of Castlewood. Caden Lastly with the tackle. Ball placed at the 28-yard line. That's enough for the first down for Lebanon. So that moves the chains, and Lebanon threatening again here. They lead at 33-0. Handoff this time to Olson off right tackle, and he gets about 5 or 6 yards again before he's brought down. I think by Steffi. Steffi with the tackle on Olson. Got about 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 23.
It looks like closer to 6.
Yeah, it probably is. Reese with the handoff now to Hurtig, I believe, and he runs to the left. Somebody had him by the leg or by the shirt tail, and he kept spinning around, never could get away. I think that's Hurtig.
I believe 15. Haven't called his name much tonight.
No, they haven't. They threw that bomb to him first play from scrimmage, but they haven't handed him the ball very much in running position. There's a flag down on the play, and
it's been a holding.
I think they're backing it up. Didn't see the signal.
Holding is the Pioneers.
It was holding. Ball's marked at the 29-yard line. Be 2nd and about 11. I think that's Olson on one side of Reese, Carter Dillon on the other side. He fakes it to Dillon, throws a little swing pass out to the right to Olson. He gets away from one tackler and goes all the way down near first down yardage, but I don't believe he quite got there.
Well, he's about 2 yards short, looks like.
Over on the far side of the field. Just threw a little swing pass out there to the right, probably actually was a lateral. Olson got it on a dead run. Be 3rd and 3 from the 21. He's going to throw it again. Throws it out to the left, got a man open there. Hurtig, a diving catch, went up in the air and got it, broke a tackle, and squirts into the end zone. He's really elusive when he gets
when he gets a good catch. He made a real good catch on that ball.
He went way up high to get that one.
Yeah, he did.
Still came down with his feet under him and took it to the end zone. $39-0 now, the Pioneers. With 26 seconds left in the first half. That's why he was throwing it, because there wasn't much time left.
Time.
They probably could have run it in. It would take him more time. Carter Dillon with the extra point try. This kicks up and it's good. Our score, 26 seconds left in the first half. Lebanon 40, Castlewood nothing. We'll stay here for this last 26 seconds. Still trying to see who's the holder is, and I never can catch the number. Try to find out at half, because we need to call their name a time or two, the ones that are snapping and holding that ball.
Yep.
It takes a lot of practice to do that and do it right.
I'll try to watch for that next time.
Pioneers have looked really good tonight. They've fumbled and intercepted a time or two there early, but other than that, Reese is throwing it pretty much on point. Receivers are making some good catches. Carter Dillon will kick off again to Cress or Castle as they go back at about their 15, 10-yard line, between the 10 and 15. Dillon will put the toe to it. Carter approaches the ball and boots it going towards Castle. Castle takes it about the 8-yard line, runs back to his left, tries to get around the corner on the left side, and
well, good tackle over there.
Far sideline.
Can't see that number from here, but 40.
I believe it was Eli Perkins.
Eli Perkins.
41-yard line. 22-yard line will be first and 10.
He gets it out to the 22. It'll be first and 10. Castlewood from the 22-yard line.
1, 0, 3, 7, 6, 7.
Castlewood sends 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. And if they try to throw it out of here, it looks like Houchin's back there. Takes the snap, looks to pass, throws it over the middle, and it's almost intercepted. Breaking on the ball was Colton Barton, and he couldn't hang on to it. He got in front of Steffi. It was intended for Brad Steffi at about the 40-yard line.
He could see that goal line, Merle. There wasn't anyone in front of him if he could have gotten to it.
Bounced off his pads or something.
Yeah.
It looked like he didn't get his hands on it. 13 seconds to go now, 2nd and 10. Castlewood backed up in their own territory at the 22-yard line. Looks like they may run this one, Phillip. They got 1 wide out to the left, 2 to the right. And the snap is fumbled, and Houchins picks it up and is going to run with it. Runs out to the right. He doesn't get much. He stopped probably a yard short. Now he lost a couple of yards, I guess. Back to about the 19-yard line, lost 3.
I believe that's Nick Belcher on that.
Nick Belcher on the tackle, and that's going to do it for the first half. Our halftime score, Castlewood 40, Lebanon nothing. We'll be back in a moment with some comments about the first half, and also we'll take a little time here for the festivities at homecoming night here at Lebanon. We'll see how all this goes. We'll try to bring you the information about the King and the Queen when they announce those later on here. But right now we'll take a break and come back with some comments about the first half in a couple of minutes. You're listening to high school football on 107.3 WXLZ.
Good evening, Pioneers and Blue Devils. This is Dustin Keys welcoming you to Lebanon High School's 2022 Homecoming Ceremony. Lebanon High School would like to thank the following individuals for making our homecoming a success this year. The SCA sponsors, Mrs. Danielle Kinder, Mrs. Judy Jesse, Mrs. Shelby Bostic, and Mr. Aaron Owens. We would also like to thank Coach Taylor and his football coaching staff, as well as cheerleading coaches, Miss Brianne Jesse, Miss Courtney Ball, and Miss Caroline Fogelman, and band director, Miss Kelly Campbell. Finally, we would like to thank Paul Hess and his fearless cleaning crew for making this 2022 homecoming possible. Let's give a round of applause to all the sponsors for making this possible today. Lebanon High School proudly presents the 2022 homecoming honorees, Mrs. Helen Ray and Miss Rita Toba. Helen Ray graduated from Lebanon High School and Queens Valley College in Wise, Virginia. She served as a special education teacher in Russell County school system for 30 years. She's married to Matt and has 2 children, Tracy and Brad. She also has 4 grandchildren, Sydney, Garrett, Gavin, and Maggie. They are the loves of her life. In retirement, Helen plans to travel and enjoy all that life has to offer. Rita Kaiser Tolba graduated from Castlewood High School and Southwest Virginia Community College. She served as a teacher's aide and bus driver for 8 years at Lebanon Elementary School and 37 years at Lebanon High School. Rita faithfully served the Russell County Public School System for 45 years. Rita has 2 daughters, Tiffany Gordon and Brittany Crabtree. She also has 2 grandchildren, Bo and Haley Crabtree. Rita plans to spend her retirement traveling with family and friends and enjoying time with her grandchildren. Our 2022 homecoming honorees, Mrs. Helen Ray and Miss Rita Tolba. Lebanon High School proudly presents the 2021 Homecoming King and Queen, Mr. J.D. Tatum and Miss Brayley Addington. Brayley is the daughter of Angie and Brad Dewey, and Ernie and Crystal Addington. She's the sister of Danny and Alden. Brayley is currently attending Coastal Carolina University and is pursuing a degree in marine science. She plans to work as a veterinarian in a wildlife marine rehabilitation center upon completion of her degree. JB is the son of Lynn and Todd Tatum. He's the brother of Asha, Michaela, and Todd. He is currently attending the University of Virginia's College at Wise and is pursuing a degree in Administration of Justice. JB is also a member of the UVA-Wise ROTC. Unfortunately, JB could not be here tonight due to a prior obligation. The 2021 LHS Homecoming King and Queen, Mr. J.D. Tatum and Miss Brayley Addington. Ladies and gentlemen, Lebanon High School proudly presents their 2022 Homecoming Fort. Representing the 8th grade class as attendants are Miss Allie Gates and Mr. Adam Reynolds. Allie is the daughter of Jason and Kimberly Gates. She's the sister of Abigail and Andrea Gates. She's a member of the Pioneer Marching Band Color Guard and Future Farmers of America. Allie is a member of Weavers Creek Baptist Church. In her free time, she enjoys playing with her farm animals, swimming, and riding four-wheelers. After graduation, Allie plans to attend Southwest Virginia Community College. Adam is the son of Charlie and Elizabeth Reynolds. Adam attends church, likes to play video games, and volunteers his time assisting the elderly. After graduation, he plans to own his own company. Representing freshman class as attendants are Miss Carrie King and Mr. Darrell P.J. Ashbaugh. Carrie is the daughter of Gerald and Amanda King. She is the sister of Keaton and Corey King. She's a member of the varsity basketball and volleyball teams. Carrie attends youth at church and volunteers at sports camps, teaching kids about basketball and volleyball. She enjoys playing basketball and volleyball and spending time with her family and friends. After high school, Carrie plans to attend a four-year university, travel, and own her own business. DJ is the son of Brian and Lisa Ashbaugh. He is the brother of James, Jr. and Sean Ashbaugh. DJ enjoys playing video games, working, and fishing. After graduation, DJ plans to pursue a college degree and enter the workforce. Representing the sophomore class as attendants are Miss Emma Martin and Mr. Isaac Olvera. Emma is the daughter of Stephen Martin and Stephanie Baker Martin. She is the sister of Jack Martin. Emma is a member of the varsity cheer team, one-act team, and forensics team. She's an active member of the Buddy Club and Student Council Association. She enjoys listening to music, movie marathons, road trips, vinyl records, and spending time with family and friends. After graduation, she plans to travel, experience new things, and pursue a college degree. Isaac is the son of Cisco Olvera and Vicky Rasnick. He is the brother of Journey, Janessa, Jerry, Cisco Jr., Linda, and Louis Olvera. Isaac is a member of the varsity football, wrestling, and soccer teams. He enjoys playing football, soccer, wrestling, weightlifting, and watching sports. After graduation, he plans to attend college for wrestling and major in business management. Representing the junior class as attendants are Miss Braylee Tincher and Mr. Keaton King. Braylee is the daughter of Brad and Shelley Tincher. She's the sister of Gavin and Mason Tincher. Braylee is a member of the varsity volleyball and track teams. She is active in the National Honor Society, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and her church's youth group. In her spare time, she enjoys playing volleyball and spending time with her family and friends. After graduation, she plans to attend a four-year university and pursue a degree in the medical field. Keaton is the son of Gerald and Amanda King. He is the brother of Corey and Carrie King. Keaton is a member of the varsity basketball team. He's also a member of the National Honor Society and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. He enjoys playing basketball and spending time with his friends and family. After graduation, Keaton plans to attend a four-year university. Representing the senior class as candidates for homecoming king and queen are Miss Melody Boger and Mr. Thomas Mandy. Melody is the daughter of Jackie and Angela Boger. She's the sister of Gavin and Ethan Helton and Emily Boger. Melody is a member of the One Act and forensics team and the academic team. She likes to attend church and volunteer at fundraisers. Melody enjoys reading, painting, and acting. After graduation, she plans to attend Radford University and study criminal analysis and forensic anthropology. Thomas is the son of Mike and Laura Meade. He's the brother of Andy Meade. Thomas is a member of the varsity football and soccer teams. He's a member of Rosedale Baptist Church, where he assists with the sound and lighting during services. Thomas enjoys spending time with family and friends, hunting, biking, playing video games, and playing soccer. After graduation, he plans to attend Southwest Virginia Community College and then transfer to a four-year university to pursue a degree, a career in computer science. Miss Elena Holmes and Mr. Zach Axon. Elena is the daughter of Alan and Martha Holmes. She's the sister of Marcus, Nathan, and Bailey Holmes. She is the drum major of the Pioneer Marching Band. Elena is also a member of Project Discovery, the National Honor Society, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and the Buddy Club. She's also active in the Girl Scouts of America, 4-H, in her church's youth group. After graduation, Elena plans to attend Southwest Virginia Community College and become a radiology technician. Zach is the son of Chris and Dee Dee Axon. He is the brother of Chase Axon. Zach works as an employee at Walmart and volunteers at a local farm. In his spare time, he enjoys hunting and fishing. After graduation, Zach plans to further his welding education and career. Next, Miss Madison Hill and Mr. Alex Simon. Madison is the daughter of Eric Hill and Lena Schism. She is the sister of Braden Hill. She has been a member of the varsity softball team for 4 years. She is also a member of the National Honor Society and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Madison attends Cedar Point Baptist Church. In her free time, she enjoys playing softball and spending time with friends and family. After high school, Madison plans to attend a 4-year university and become a forensic psychologist. She is being escorted tonight by her dad. Alex is the son of Michael and Christina Mack. He's the brother of Cassidy Simon and Josh Headley. Alex is a member of the varsity soccer team. He enjoys hanging out with his friends and family. After graduation, Alex plans to attend a 4-year university and become a physical therapist. Alex is unfortunately unable to be in attendance tonight.
Enjoyed watching.
And last, Miss Ellie Steele and Mr. Nick Belcher. Ellie is the daughter of Eric and Lindsay Steele. She is the sister of Maddie, Preston, and Gabby Steele. Ellie is a member of the varsity cheer team as a team captain. She's Student Council Association president, also a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, the Future Farmers of America, the Buddy Club, and the National Honor Society. She attends and volunteers at Gracewood Community Church. Ellie enjoys barrel racing and spending time with her friends and family. After graduation, she plans to attend Southwest Virginia Community College and then transfer to Virginia Tech and major in agricultural business. Nick is the son of David and Regina Belcher. He is the brother of Michael Belcher. He has been a member of the varsity baseball, football, and basketball teams for 4 years, and the golf team for 2 years. He's also a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and the National Honor Society. Nick is an active member of Rosedale Baptist Church. He enjoys hunting, fishing, and spending time with friends and family. After graduation, Nick plans to attend Southwest Virginia Community College. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 Lebanon High School Homecoming Court.
That information in a few minutes. You're listening to high school football action on 107.3 WXLZ.
Lebanon High School proudly announces the 2022 Homecoming King and Queen as Nick Belcher and Ellie Steele.
Coaches, they're the ones really responsible for getting these kids out.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
They've deserved Darryl Taylor the leadership of that bunch, and they've done really well in getting these numbers up and back in.
We'd also like to thank all the sponsors that we have to put these football games on the air. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do it. So I also mentioned Mr. Benko here with the ARC TV. These ARC TV videos will be played back, I think, on Tuesday. Is that right?
You got it.
Every Tuesday on the local channels. And he gets one about every Friday night. So we're about ready for kickoff here now. I was going to mention, too, Philip, hadn't had much time. I was going to talk about the Lebanon basketball. Looks like it's going to be good this year, too. Castlewood will kick off to Lebanon, and kicking off there was Schaus.
Castlewood got that one, I believe.
Castlewood kicks it to the right, and looked like they come up with it at the Lebanon 40-yard line. I don't know, was that intended to?
I couldn't tell. I was watching to see who was going to receive it. And all of a sudden, it was laying on the ground.
May have been intentionally kicked. Of course, they kicked it farther than they normally would if it was an onside kick.
Right.
But they get it at the Pioneer 40-yard line. They kicked it from the 40 on one end to the 40 on the other, 20 yards, and they've got the ball. So good. Looks like McConnell's still not in there. Snap back and hit as he throws it. Thrown up for grabs. It's caught down at the 20-yard line.
Odd play there. He was in the circle. Pioneers had him surrounded. 3 people around him. The ball dropped right down into him.
That's Slade Castle with the catch from
is that
that is
Houchins in there?
Houchins in there, I believe.
Yeah, that's Houchins.
He's still in there. He's thrown the ball pretty well.
He has thrown it well.
Coming in early in the game to replace McConnell. He takes the snap, hands it off this time to his halfback, and that's Caden. I believe he rambled all over.
Caden Lashley.
Quite get there. Caden Lashley.
He's down about to 2.
Almost made it to the end zones. He rumbled right through the Lebanon defense. I can't tell you if Lebanon's got many subs out there. I hadn't really looked to see. I assume they've got their starters out there still, but he run right through everybody that time. So it's 1st and goal from the 3. I would assume he'd give it. No, he's going to run it himself, and he gets stood up at about the line of scrimmage and knocked back by 3 or 4 Pioneers.
That's Steffi?
That was, I think it was
number
Steffi.
7.
Yeah. Gibson with the tackle for Lebanon was the first one there, and then he got some help, pushed Steffi back. So no gain on the play. It's still at about the, well, they give him a 2-yard line. They give him a yard gain. Now they spread everybody out. 2 wideouts to each side. I wouldn't imagine they'd throw it. Looks like Caden Lashley going to take a direct snap, fakes the throw, and then, no, it's Steffi. Fakes the throw and then scampers into the end zone off the right side, almost untouched. Looks like he wanted to throw it, but it may have been an intentional draw. And Castlewood gets on the board. It's 40-6.
Not a very good way to start the second half.
They don't act like they're very prepared to.
And they may have. I was trying to see if they've subbed on that defensive unit, and I don't believe they have. I believe
don't think they have either.
Basically the first unit.
Castlewood's going to go for. Now they're going to. They send wideouts, one to the right, or 2 to the right, 1 to the left. So they're not going to kick it. They're going to try to run it in, I think. Now he's going to throw it. Like,
whoa! What a lick!
Good hit. Who was that? Tatum.
Tatum hit him. Steffi was carrying the ball, but boy, he took a shot. No good on the 2-point extra point.
I wasn't looking right then when they did that quicker than I expected them to. Did he throw it to Steffi or?
No.
Steffi just ran it.
Yeah.
Just tried to run it. That was a good good plan for Castlewood to have Steffi to run it, but Tatum just denied him.
He ran it to the wrong side.
Yeah, he sure did. So our score at 9:44 to go now in the third period is Lebanon 40, Castlewood 6. So they won't run the clock straight through, not at that score. Castlewood will kick off to Lebanon. I believe Schaus does the kicking off for Castlewood. Jimmy Schaus will kick it and back deep for the Pioneers. I can't tell.
It's hard to see those numbers.
Schaus kicks it and tries an onside kick again, and a whistle. Flags fly. I think maybe they were offside. They tried an onside kick again. Let's see how they handle this.
I'm a little bit surprised the Pioneers didn't cover that football. Maybe it's a dead ball, though.
They called the illegal procedure. They back it up to the 35, and Schaus will try again. See if they try the onside kick again. Has to go to the 45 before Castlewood can touch it. Now he kicks this one a little deeper, right in the middle. Coming up to get it quickly is Hertig, running to the right, and gets around the corner over there. Finally knock him out of bounds.
45.
45. Not a big return, but it's like Olsen and Barton going back out there on offense.
The first and 10 Pioneers from their own 45-yard line.
Lebanon will have it at their own 45, first and 10. Their first possession of the half, and that's Luke Garrett, I think, coming off there. He went out and had too many out there. He gets off in time. And Reese hands it to the tailback, Olsen, running hard off the left side.
Pretty good run there by Olsen. That's a tough one, too. He took several shots.
Tough run. He got 2 or 3 yards. He's kind of wobbly coming up, holding his arm. He gets 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7. I believe Luke Garrett went back in there and Belcher came out. I think that's Garrett out here on.
Yeah,
outside.
here he is.
Olsen comes out in the slot. Reese takes the snap, quick pitch to Hertig, dodges one tackler and get him by the shirt tail and won't let go. And finally sling him down. That's Lastly, who had him to the shirt tail. That's the second time they've gotten Hertig by the shirt tail, and he couldn't get away. Did that once in the first half.
Yeah.
It'll be 3rd and 9 now.
Pioneers look like they're trying to run it a little, maybe keep the clock going.
8:25 to go in the third quarter. Lebanon leads it 40-6. Going in motion now is Barton across the formation. Back to pass, Reese being chased. Throws it out in the flat, got a man there. Completes it and breaks a tackle. Down the sideline goes Hertig, I believe.
First down.
No. I don't know who it was. I don't think it was Hertig.
Looks too big to be Hertig.
They get a first down out of that after he breaks away. I'm not sure who that was. I don't believe it was Hertig. May have been Baker. We'll check and make sure on that one. Reese got 2 backs back there with him now. He hands it to Hertig. Straight up the middle, dodges outside, breaks one tackle, kicks it back inside and runs down to the 30. He's very elusive. Hard to get
a hand on him. Yeah, it's hard to get a good solid lick on him.
They just have him try to grab him to the shirt tail. That's another first down as they take it down to the 32.
32-yard line.
Two backs back there with Reese. Throws it out in the flat quickly now to Belcher. Or is that Garrett? I couldn't tell. Sling him out of bounds down there after a short gain.
Number 88, Belcher on the
Belcher with the catch.
flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play. I don't know if it's a horse collar tackle or.
Foul. Horse collar against the Blue Devils.
That's what it was, a horse collar tackle. That's a personal foul. That'll be 15 yards. They're going to march it all the way down to the 11-yard line, looks like. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 11.
The 1st and 10 Pioneers.
Two backs back there with Reese again. He hands it this time to Hurtig. And he's off the right side and darts into the end zone for a touchdown. He's so elusive, darting back and forth.
Yeah.
Hard to get a hold of him.
Yeah.
Pioneers back on the board again. It's 46-6. And a try for the extra point. Baker will hold. And I think that's Luke Taylor snapping it, Phillip. See if you can see that number.
Okay.
I can't see it either. Snap is back. Kick
7,
is up.
that's Luke Taylor.
And the kick is good. Luke Taylor with the snap, Baker with the hold, and Carter Dillon pumps it through there. Our score with 7:02 left in the third is Lebanon 47, Castlewood 6. We'll stay here for the kickoff. Carter Dillon will kick it. Lebanon defending the west goal now. Caden Miller in there for Lebanon on the kickoff. Jacob Crabtree is in there. Eli Perkins. Jordan Johnson also there along with Austin. Some of the ones in there on this kickoff, and Dillon kicks it deep. Looks like it's going to go to Castle.
About to 21, return.
21 running to his left, gets around the corner on the left side. Oh! Sideline.
Pretty good lick over there by somebody.
Big collision over on the sideline. Got the public address announcer excited anyway. Doesn't take too much to excite David. It was Castle with the return. He gets it to about the 37-yard line, I believe.
Eli Cook's a little guy.
Will be 1st and 10 Blue Devils. 37-yard line.
So Castlewood with the 1st and 10. They hand it to Lastly, I believe, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage, maybe lost the yard. See who gets up there.
Number 21.
That was Lastly. He loses a couple of yards. It'll be 2nd and 12. It's placed down on the 33-yard. Johnson and Stevenson on that tackle. Robert Stevenson's been tough on defense.
He has tonight. He's played well. Called his name a lot.
He's just a sophomore. 5'11", 180. He's tough in there. Two wideouts right, one to the left now, and 2nd down and 12. Wants to throw it, gets hit as he throws up in the air for grabs. Defender back there one-on-one. Looked like Castle was the receiver, and I believe it's Austin Caldwell with the defense.
Caldwell had a shot at it, moves over his head a little.
From their own 35-yard line.
Now it'll be 3rd and 12 from the 35. Clock running now. 5:20 to go in the third period. Lebanon leads at 47-6. Houchins back to throw again. Throws a little flat out in the flat to Lastly, and he gets ahead of steam up. And he carries it all the way to near the 50-yard line. That'll be enough for the first down.
Flag on the play.
Flag down on the field. See what happens. What they're going to call.
I don't know what. There wasn't anyone close to the tackle that would have had a flag on it. It must have been.
Castlewood's backing up, so I guess
it must have been a holding or something
Castlewood.
like that.
Referees conferring over it for a good while. They still haven't given any sign that I've seen anyway.
No.
Here he comes, going to signal now. It's a personal foul against Castlewood. Must have hit somebody late after the tackle. Lebanon's got Jordan Johnson in there now on defense, one of the linebacker positions. Colton Barton plays tough defense back there as one of the safeties.
Yeah. Their defense plays well.
They're going to move that ball all the way back to the Castlewood 22-yard line.
Must have stepped that off from the original line of scrimmage.
Evidently. That'll be third down and about 35, or 25 looks like.
Third down and a whole big bunch for the Blue Devils.
About 25.
25.
Have to get it to the
47.
to the road 47, yes. Just now started the play clock. Castlewood taking their time. They've got 2 or 3 players over at the sideline getting the play. Once again, I mentioned Houchins. He's done a good job in there.
He has.
Castlewood, despite the fact they're getting beat as badly as they are, he came in early in the game for McConnell, who
hasn't played, has he?
hasn't played. Timeout, Castlewood. We'll take a break with them. 47-6 Lebanon lead. You're listening to high school football on 107.3 WXLZ. 1 minute, quarter. Lebanon leads at 47-6. Castlewood's got a third down and about, what did we say, 25?
Yes.
They
25.
run it right up the middle.
Number 3 running that.
That was Steffi.
Steffi on the carry. Brought down by number 33, Skylar Street.
Street with the stop. I hadn't heard his name much tonight. He's usually right in the middle of those tackles inside. It'll be fourth down. Castlewood's going to kick it. Looks like Jimmy Schaus to kick, I believe.
Hurtig deep.
Hurtig standing about his 45. Schaus gets the kickoff. It's a low kick. And
hit a Castlewood player.
Castlewood player.
Right about the 50-yard line, Merle.
Yeah. And that's where they'll spot it, I think. See where they put it down.
48.
Still haven't decided.
I believe they're going to spot it on the 48.
Yeah, they spotted on Castlewood's 48.
Ball be down.
Crabtree comes off for Lebanon.
Castlewood, 48-yard line. I mean, first and 10 Pioneers.
Luke Garrett's on there. Pioneers are having a little problem getting set up. Luke Garrett started to the left side. Now he goes all the way across and lines up on the right. He's the wide out farthest out on the right, one in the slot and one on the wing. And the handoff this time. Big hole on the left side. That's Dillon running hard, dragging a tackler with him. Gets it down to about the Castlewood 41. Clock continues to run. Minute and a half to go here in the third.
Holding on the Pioneers.
Call a holding penalty on Lebanon. They'll mark it back. I guess from a spot of the foul, I guess they mark it back to the 43-yard line of the Pioneers.
First down.
It'll still be first down, but it'll be first and about
25?
12. No, not 12. 18.
18.
About 18, where they mark it all the way back. See if Reese comes out throwing here. He sets Taylor in the slot. Luke Garrett wide to the right. Now he pitches it and going to run it with Carter Dillon. He cuts inside of a good block and gets all the way out to the 50 before he's brought down by Castle.
He got a couple of good blocks downfield.
He sure did. Castle finally making a stop. And he's brought it down on the 50-yard line. Where it'll be second down in about 11, maybe 12. Second and 12, we'll call it. Two backs back there with Reese. Makes you think they're going to run it. And letting the clock run. I think they're going to let the clock run out, Philip.
Probably are.
3 seconds left in the quarter, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. Lebanon leads 47-6 after 3 quarters. Back with fourth quarter action in a moment. You're listening to high school football action on 107.3 WXLZ. You're going to go under center.
Yeah.
Pass to Tyler, incomplete. To be third and about 11 for the Pioneers just across midfield. Flag on the play, it'll be offsides against the Blue Devils.
Just give it back to us after this one, Madison.
They'll be marked off 5 yards. Be third and about 6. Number 23.
All right, we get back a little late here. Reese, for the first time, goes under center as Lebanon has it first and 10 at the 50-yard line. Throws a pass out to the right that was incomplete. And then Castlewood gets called for a offside penalty. Lebanon gets it out now to about the, we missed a down or two there, but Dillon ran one, got it to about the 42-yard line. Now they're going to punt it on fourth down. And they punt it to down about the 10-yard line. It goes out of bounds. That's Luke Taylor.
First punt? Have we punted before?
That's the first time they punted tonight.
Yeah.
I believe that was Luke Taylor who punted it, wasn't it?
It was. Mm-hmm.
So Castle would have had it now. First and 10 from their own 10-yard line. Clock running now, and they're running pretty much consistently. Luke Garrett starts out on the field on defense, then he comes back. Not sure. Some confusion. Somebody called a timeout. I believe it was Castlewood, wasn't it?
I believe Castlewood called timeout.
Both teams appeared to be confused. I think Lebanon's got some subs out there on the field. We'll stay here during this timeout. Looks like Lebanon's got some subs out there, I think. Barton is still out there, and Luke Taylor. I'm not too sure about some of the others. I think Tatum is still there. So they got most of their starters out there. Coach there, I don't know who the defensive coach is for Darrell. That may be Darrell doing that.
That's Darrell right there.
That's Darrell doing the defense.
He may be doing it.
He's counting heads, make sure he's got everybody out there he needs to have. Have to be careful about that. You know, when you start subbing and everything, it's awful easy to
miss one.
Miss. Giovanni Hernandez in there, a 5'10 sophomore at 265. He's a load right there in the middle, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Hernandez. Well, first and 10 now, Castlewood from the 5. Back to pass, Houchins throwing it deep down the right side and overthrows his man. Good coverage over there on that far side.
Pass falls incomplete. Second 10 from the 10.
I'm not sure who that was intended
That Luke
for.
Garrett looked a little bit like Luke.
Might have been.
Couldn't see his number from here. I believe that was him.
I think that's him over the far side there on the corner. Mm-hmm. I couldn't tell who that receiver was. Looked like a new player in there for Castlewood that I hadn't seen before. They send 2 wideouts to the right and 1 to the left now on the second down. Houchins back to pass, throwing from the end zone. Got a man out there and fight for the ball. Steffi goes up and
he got it.
Gets it.
Right between two of them.
Nice reception, Steffi, right between 2 defenders. Colton Barton and
Number 9, Colton Barton. There for the tackle.
couldn't tell who the other player was.
First and 10, Blue Devils.
Barton was one of them out there.
I believe Luke's the other one. Luke Garrett, I think.
May have been. Is that him on the far corner over
I believe so.
Looks like him. One, that was enough for the first down. Now they hand off inside to Lastly, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe got a yard. Give him about a yard. Ball at the Castlewood 29-yard line. Clock running with just over 8 minutes to go. 47-6 Lebanon lead. We're in the fourth quarter. Castlewood trying to get something going again here. They send 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Houchins back to pass again, gets some pressure, throws it out to the right, and it's intercepted. Unless he dropped it. I think he did intercept it.
I think he did.
Lebanon ball at the 30-yard line of Castlewood. On the far side over there. Carter Dillon, I believe. Carter Dillon with the interception. That's Luke Garrett coming off now. Luke's just a freshman, isn't he?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'll get to play a lot of ball before his time is up.
Luke Taylor comes to the sideline, gets the play, and takes the play back in there. Now we got another timeout. Timeout Lebanon. We'll take it with them. You're listening to high school football on 107.3 WXLZ.
Touchdown. We're not on there.
All right, we're back out of the timeout, and Luke Taylor taking the direct snap now at quarterback. He tosses it to Carter Dillon. Dillon around the right corner, dodges a couple of tacklers, down the sideline and into the end zone. Touchdown, Carter Dillon.
Bringing it back.
Bringing it back on a holding penalty. I didn't see the flag.
I didn't either.
Call a holding penalty on the Pioneers, and they bring it back.
It's been down here on the sideline somewhere. Kind of hard to
mark
see
it
that.
all the way back to the 35 of Castlewood. 6.5 minutes to go in the game. Clock running pretty much straight through now with the difference of 35 points or more. Thomas Mead gets into the game. He's one of the wideouts. He's a tight end, rather. Handoff straight up the middle to Carter Dillon. He breaks one tackle, spins away, gets all the way down to the 20 and inside the 20-yard line before they're able to get him down.
Well, I believe Castlewood has some subs in on defense. Yeah,
they
looks
do.
like a younger bunch, smaller bunch.
Looks like clean uniforms.
Yeah, a clean uniform.
First and 10 Pioneers from the 19-yard line of Castlewood. Luke Taylor in there taking the snaps at quarterback. He pitches it to Dillon. Dillon running to the left this time. Runs around two tacklers on the corner. Gets down inside the 10 and down close to the goal line before they get him down. Like down inside the 5. See if they mark it about the 3 or 4 yard line, I believe. Bit to 4. First and goal, Pioneers. Taylor to the sideline to quickly get a play and back in there now in the huddle. Clock running with 4:50 to go. Lebanon leads at 47-6 here late in the fourth quarter. Taylor's got two backs back there with him. From the 4 yard line, he takes a snap, hands it to the right half back, and he get in there. He did get in. Touchdown. Carter Dillon with the touchdown. Took it in there. Pioneers go up 53-6 with the extra point to come. Looks like they're putting some subs in there on the extra point team maybe. Carter Dillon's going back out there to kick it. Luke Taylor will snap it. Toby Baker will hold. The snap is good. The kick is down. Kick is up and good. 54-6 our score with 4:32 to go in the game. You're listening to high school football on 107.3 WXLZ. 1 minute. Lebanon touchdown. Carter Dillon will kick it. Back deep for Castlewood is Slade, and who's that's got that one?
Number 2.
Oh,
Luke Kress.
Kress running it back. He took it back just inside the 20 and gets back out to the 25 as far as he can go. So he's tripped up there. Jordan Johnson with the tackle. First and 10. Castlewood from their own 25. And the clock runs with just over 4 minutes to go. Pioneers sending a lot of subs out there. They're going to call timeout to get subs in there. We'll stay here during this timeout. Probably not going to take a lot of time.
Coach Taylor's just trying to get some subs in, give them a chance to play, which is a good thing.
We'll try to call some of those. Tanner Kinder, one of the ones that just went in. Lucas Peck is going to go into the game. Jordan Johnson, he's been in there before, but he's out there now. Toby Baker going in there on defense. He's played defense some, I think. Looks like Austin Caldwell will go back in, maybe. They may have more in that huddle there at the sideline.
Can't hardly see them all.
They may have more in the huddle than they need. I'm not sure.
I believe there's 11. Peyton
Mabry goes out there. that one of the Mabrys that was here before?
Here, I think so. Ralph, some of Ralph's
Ralph.
group, maybe.
Yeah. He's going to be in there at defensive back. Peyton Mabry. Austin Caldwell's going to stay out there, I think. Number 20 is Jude Smith in there, the linebacker.
Smaller group in there. Don't have the heavyweights in
Direct
there.
snap to Steffi, and he runs to the right and bowls over a couple of tacklers and takes it out across the 30 before they get him down. He gets about 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 4 for Castlewood from their own 31-yard line. I don't know if that's Houchins in there at quarterback still. No, that's Steffi. He takes the direct snap, runs to the right, and gets pretty good yardage.
I wouldn't want him to get too much steam up.
Gets across the 40, enough for the first down. Yeah, he's
played a good game.
Jordan Johnson on the tackle. Into the game now goes Giovanni Hernandez, and I'm not sure who that other one is. We don't have a number on him. It's number 81. Alden Addington getting into the game as well. Now number 81 comes off. Direct snap to Steffi again, and he's caught right at the line of scrimmage and thrown down for no gain.
Number 7, Steffi on the carry.
Looked like
Number 44.
Jordan Johnson and Giovanni Hernandez on the tackle. Clock running down close to 2 minutes now, and Thomas Mead goes out there. Runs out, hurries out of the safety position. Now it looks like now back in there is Houchins, and he throws one deep down the left side and almost intercepted there. Now that's number 81. I don't know if that's Kent Newberry or not. There's a number 80 on the.
We've just got 10 players on the field, I believe.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at that. They're trying to run them in and out. I see 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just 10 out there now. Another one comes out. That's Jared Slate gets out there.
Well, he's bringing one out. Don't bring one out. Got Giovanni coming out?
Yeah, they still just got 10 out there, I think. Snap is Steffi running to the left again now. And he gets hit. Drags tacklers with him all the way across midfield and all the way down to the 40-yard line. They're having trouble getting him down.
Less than a minute to play in the ball game. Pioneers up 54-6.
Now they call a timeout.
Player hurt.
Player hurt.
Castlewood player. Can't see that number.
Can't see the number on him either, but we'll check when they get him up. They can get him up. Everybody takes a knee. Stay here during this timeout for an injury, and we'll speculate what's happened, but
he's not moving much, is
they're
he?
looking at the player. He's not doing a lot of moving his right arm. Now he's moving his legs some. It's like they're going to get him up, set him up, and he seems to be okay. Still can't see a number. That's number 4. Who you got on number 4? That's Castlewood's 4.
Eli King.
Eli King. He goes off and they get a sub in for him. Can't tell who it is, but Castlewood will have the ball now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Still got 10.
54-6.
We're just playing with 10.
They still got 10 out there is all they've got. Surely they'd realize that after a while. Lebanon just got 10 on defense. That makes it even tougher to stop Steffi. Castlewood's going to punt, I guess. Or they've got a player back deep in punt formation. Looks like Steffi's up there. Takes the snap and just sits down on it. I'm not sure what that's all about.
No, either.
Clock running with 20 seconds. I guess they're just going to let the clock run out. That's going to be the ball game. Final score, 11-54. Castlewood 6. You got final comments, Philip?
Good ball game for the Pioneers. Obviously, they outmatched the Castlewood Blue Devils tonight, but you need a game like this every now and then that helps with those hard weekly practices. It's a good game. I hope we put enough on the radio tonight for the fans at home to enjoy what was going on here. As I said earlier, Merle, one of the good things about watching the Pioneers play, they've got a bunch of kids playing, and a lot of young kids. A lot of those kids got to play tonight that haven't played before, and so good game, particularly for the Pioneers, and Castlewood just a little outnumbered tonight.
I think Castlewood or Lebanon goes to 5-3. Is that right?
That's correct. Yeah.
And Castlewood to 1-6.
Right.
On the season. Pretty good efforts over the Pioneers. They just, like I said, they just outmatched the Castlewood Blue Devils. Once again, I'd like to thank all our sponsors for making us able to get on the air and bring you these ball games. And we'll probably have a game next week, but I'm not sure who it is. We've got one on the schedule, but there's some discussion about changing it. So we'll see what happens and let you know. Just have to tune in to see what's going on WXLZ radio. But we're glad you joined us tonight. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. For Philip Puckett, this is Merle Allen saying good evening, everyone. This has been a presentation of WXLZ Sports.